Now, one of those deaths from last night's storms is cutting at the very heart of Nashville's music community. Gospel music legend Dottie Rambo died when her tour bus ran off the road during severe weather in Missouri. Channel 4's Chris Tatum has more on her life and her legacy.
Well, Alan, anyone who has ever listened to an hour of gospel music on the radio has most likely heard a Dottie Rambo song. And tonight, the entire gospel music industry is mourning the loss of a legend.
Until I finally reach home.
Those who knew her best say Dottie Rambo thrived on three things: her music, her faith, and her family.
We don't understand circumstances like this, but we know God is good.
Her son-in-law, Donnie McGuire, calls Dottie the glue that held the family together, a mother to anyone who needed a little encouragement.
One of the most powerful songs she ever penned was "He Looked Beyond My Faults and Saw My Need."
He looked beyond my faults.
Around 2 o'clock this morning, as Rambo's bus snaked across Missouri, it ran into bad weather. Somehow it ran off the road, slammed into an embankment, killed Rambo, and seriously hurt several other people on board.
But tears will never stay.
Her death leaves a sense of loss that reaches far beyond her family. In the course of her career, Rambo wrote more than 2,000 songs. After several back surgeries, music especially helped her cope with chronic pain.
To be free, to be happy, to go on with your life.
Walking to church down a country road about...
Rambo recorded many of those songs herself, but so did countless other artists. Elvis, Whitney Houston. Dolly Parton fancies herself a hardcore Dottie Rambo fan. Other gospel greats like Bill Gaither call her irreplaceable.
But Dottie was a real poet. She was a natural poet. And a writer doesn't tend to write for a long time unless he or she understands poetry.
That church is gonna move up higher.
Despite his own broken heart this Mother's Day, her son-in-law can't help but feel the slightest sense of joy.
But she's having the most heavenly Mother's Day she's dreamed of this one.
He's a rock.
People from all genres of music credit Dottie Rambo as one of their influences, and I've gotten calls tonight and emails from gospel music legends, also even from Hank Williams Jr. They all, Alan, say the same thing. Dottie Rambo was one of a kind.
Yeah, she's literally written, what, hundreds of songs?
Literally thousands of songs.
Amazing, very talented lady, and she died on Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Chris. Dottie Rambo was working on a new album, in fact, and she was touring with two other gospel greats, Lulu Roman and Naomi Sago. The tour was called The Golden Girls of Gospel.